Hey guys, Archieluxury channel, Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I want to talk about what prices did I get. Many people are saying, hey Arch, I heard you've sold them off. What did you get? What prices did you realize? And I gotta be honest with you fuckers. I did actually fire sale pieces. Some pieces sold very low. Some pieces were fair and some were just fucking insulting. That's right, some prices were terrible. I lost money on some pieces. And I got to be honest with you, I'm no different to anybody else there. Market forces, fuckers. If you're not going to meet the market, you ain't going to get the punter. So I think it's very important we go through these watches one by one, what sold, what didn't sell, etc., to work out the hocus pocus. Because this is a very major part of my life. So I gotta tell you, it was sad. It happened in a matter of a couple of days. The whole lot just went. It was quick. It was over before you could say boo. It was done very quickly, and it's with a hint of sadness that I'm making this video here, revealing the prices. Firstly, the Patek Philippe, I turned down 31,500. That's right. I had an offer. A friend of Dave's offered 31,500 Aussie dollars. That's Aussie. And I said, look, it really needs to be a bit more than that. So 31,500 Aussie dollars turned down. It was not to be. It just wasn't to be. The IWC, well, that's for sale at the moment. Go to Sydney Watch Exchange. Go to the website, Sydney Watch Exchange, and take a look. The Breitling sold. That sold for 2,800 US dollars. That's right. 2,800 US dollars. That's I got 3,825, 3,825 Aussie. 2,800 US. The Tudor Black Bay, that sold for 2,420, 2,420 US dollars. That's 3,300 Aussie dollars. The Reverso, no, she didn't sell. That's not for sale. The Reverso is not for sale. And also, I must say, my Rolex, don't sell Rolex. Don't sell Rolex. Don't sell Rolex. You're not going to do well selling Rolex. Keep Rolex. Let's have a look here. What? Oh, the Breguet indeed. The Breguet sold for US dollars 5,130. That's 7,000 Aussie dollars. 5,130 US dollars. And then we got the Omega Speedmaster. That sold for 3,080. That's right, just under 3,100 US smackaroonies. That was 4,200 Aussie dollars. Which isn't a bad price. The Hoya, the Caliber 11, that sold for 3,225, 3,225 US dollars. That's 4,400 Aussie. 3,225 US dollars. I think I sold that a wee bit cheap. That went a wee bit cheap. That's right. I think I sold it far too cheap indeed. And I regret that indeed. I tell you now, I do regret the fact that I sold that piece there. It's really sad, really sad. I got to tell you, so recap there. Hoya 3,225, 3,225. The Tudor sold for 2,420 US dollars. The Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, that sold for 3,080 US dollars. The Breitling sold for 2,800 US dollars there. It's a massacre. It's a massacre indeed. It's a massacre. And what do you say there? I'm very saddened now. Now I've got the seller's remorse. The seller's remorse. What do I do with the money? Do I pay some debt off? Do I buy more pieces? What do I do? I miss that Breguet so badly. That Breguet sold very. It's a mint. Never seen a Breguet in that good a condition. And that's being completely honest with the audience. And the Panerai. This is the Pam 24. Box papers, absolutely everything. This sold for US dollars, 4,080 US dollars. That's 5,570 Aussie dollars. So 4,080 US. I lost $1,000 Aussie. Over, actually, yeah, $1,000 Aussie I lost on this Pam 24. That was pretty damn annoying. I don't like losing money. Very, very nice condition Pam. It was in great nick. Box papers, everything so important with Panerai. You have absolutely everything. Very, very important to have all the bits because there's so many super fakes. You want to have box papers. This Pam itself comes with a couple of straps. It's got the Velcro strap. It's got the rubber strap with deployant. I fitted this to an aged leather strap. This was, it's an aftermarket one. It's not an original Pam one, but I think it's very sexy indeed. So I like to, you know, one thing about Pams, it's very cool to change the straps. Very, very cool to change the straps indeed. And that's exactly what happened. I lost $1,000. This was probably the worst watch. The new buyer, I tell you what, he can't really lose much. He's paid, for this Pam, he's paid 4,080 US dollars for this Pam. How's he going to lose? He's just basically cleaned up. He's cleaned up. So, my stupidity has meant that he is going to gain a lot out of it. He's going to really, really gain a lot out of it there, and that's how the cookie crumbles. The cookie crumbles there. The Patek Philippe. Well, I've sort of had seller's remorse. I don't know if I want to sell it. Do I sell it? Do I not sell it? It's a very difficult thing. I love my Patek Philippe, the Grand Classique from Patek Philippe. I'm really thinking. I've had a few little offers come in. I've just offered 31,500 Aussie dollars, which I thought was a little bit on the lean side. You know how it is there. Everyone wants a bargain, but I think realistically you've got to be you've got to be careful because you don't want to sell it too cheap. That's the worst thing that could happen is I sell it too cheap, and then what happens? I'm going to regret it. That's what happens indeed. You sell things cheap, and you just regret it, and it becomes a terrible thing there. So 31,500 Aussie dollars, which is about 23,000 US. I said no. The other piece I reneged. I had a guy in Brisbane who was interested in my Zenith, and he was kind of dicking around. It's been a bit of a... just difficult. He wanted pics of this, and I thought, oh, fuck me dead. I've made fucking 50 videos on this Zenith. Surely you could see the footage and see it's in great nick. A few light scratches. Nothing terrible with it at all, but I kind of said, look, you sound like you're a bit of a pain in the ass, and I really like this Zenith. I think if he was a cooler cucumber, I probably would have done a deal because I would have felt obligated to sell it. But because he was a bit difficult to deal with, I didn't mind just saying, just forget it. So I kind of saved myself. I think I could have sold it, and I think that would have been a mistake. The Zenith is a beautiful in-house, that El Primero movement, you know, the first, one of the great iconic watches of our time. It was one of the watches from the race to have the first automatic chronograph. So I got to be honest with you, I'm kind of pleased that deal didn't happen. I backed out, which, you know, if money hasn't changed hands, you can always back out. So that was one there that I'm kind of pleased didn't happen, so to speak. And but you know, that's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. And finally, one watch that's on hold is the Tudor Hydronaut. And I think this watch here has got, I think this is well buying. I sold it at a slight loss. I sold it for $13.20 US. That's with box, without the extra links. So he doesn't want the links, and I ain't going to include them for free. That's for sure. I've basically, I'm not making a cent on this watch. I can give you the drum on this. So it's 1800 Aussie with the box. A bit low, yeah, a bit low, but the money's going to come in handy because I need it for the Patek Philippe service. So yeah, I think clear this one out here. I think the Tudor Hydronaut is probably got a bit of a bad rap. I mean, if you're paying $1,300 US, $13.20 US for this watch here, I can't see much downside. I can't see terrible downside. So he's got an absolute bargain. I'm going to drop it off to Hong Kong. Jesus Christ, what else am I going to do, Archie? Archie, that is a very, very fair price. It's a great price. This is the watch that nearly killed off Tudor. This is the model after this was the Tudor Black Bay range, where they went back to their past. But the Hydronaut itself was a very well made, very well engineered wristwatch that just didn't catch on. So the Hydronaut 2, I think this series here, very short lived, could be an absolute, it could be a diamond in the rough. And I can't see much downside, especially if someone's paid $13.20 US for this watch here. So that's the prices I paid. Everyone wants to know, Arch, what price did you sell this for? What did you sell that for? I thought the best thing I could do is to go through a rundown, tell you the prices, and you can make your own decision. So tell me, put a comment below. Did I sell too cheap? Did I sell something too high? Are you amazed at the prices, or are you amazed at how cheap some of the things went? Comments below. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and a few nasty comments never goes astray either. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you guys think of that. Can't take my eyes on me. My thoughts on me just grow and grow. I am the best there is. I think that I'm so grand, so grand. Yeah, just gonna have a quick shave. Then I'm jumping on a jet after lunch. I'm
only signing it because it costs nothing. So this is the congratulations to everybody.